in honeybees, which is also termed as haplodiploid mechanism of sex determination. So how do we identify the sex of any organism? This is based upon the sex chromosomes that are present in an organism. Sex chromosomes is also termed as allosomes. In today's lecture, I will be describing you about the types of honeybees that are present and how do we determine the gender of it. So now this haplodiploid mechanism is seen in an order called as Hymenoptera. Insects like honeybees, wasps and ants etc. belong to the order Hymenoptera. In this honeybees we have types like we have the male, which is called as a drone, and we have a female. In that we have queen bees and worker bees. So drone is referred to for a male and queen bees or worker bees is referred for a female. Now let me explain you how do we differentiate it. We have a queen bee which has 32 chromosome in it, that is a diploid number. This queen bee undergoes meiosis and it produces haploid gametes. Now, if these gametes get fertilized by another sperm by a drone, then it forms 2 young. Whenever it forms a diploid, understand it is forming a female. But this female is of 2 types. That is, one is queen bee, the other is worker bee. Okay. So now if it is a diploid, then it is female. But now again in that we are having 2 types, queen bee and worker bee. How do we identify that? That is based upon the food that it consumes. In case of queen bee, she gets royal jelly. She feeds on royal jelly. Whereas worker bee will be fed with pollen and honey. So this will determine whether it will form the queen bee or whether it will form the worker bee. In case of this queen bee, because of consuming royal jelly, her ovary size will be large and she will be fertile. Whereas in case of worker bee, she will be not fertile. Next, this is with what happens when there is a process of fertilization. Now what happens? This eggs sometimes undergoes a process called as parthenogenesis. And it forms an embryo, which is again it's haploid. Whenever an embryo develops without any fertilization from an unfertilized egg, then we call it as parthenogenesis. There is no concept of fertilization over here. Now this haploid gamete which was there, which was unfertilized, it led to the formation of a male. Is this fertile? Yes, this is fertile. It can undergo the process of mitosis. It can undergo the process of mitosis to form the sperm which can fertilize the queen bee in the further generation. So we got to know if it is diploid, then it is female, and if it is haploid, then it is male. That is why it is called as haplodiploid mechanism of sex determination. In NCERT, they wind up the topic by saying the line that the drone which is formed is not having a father. Yes, it is not having a father because it went through parthenogenesis process. There was no concept of fertilization. Whereas they say that it has grandfather. How it has a grandfather? If we take this drone, it was formed by the queen bee, directly by the queen bee. But for the formation of this queen bee, there was a requirement of the sperm and a egg from the mother. So the donor of this, or the one from where they got the sperm, it will be acting as a grandfather for this drone. And they say that it can also have the grandson. Now how it can have the grandson? If it produces a sperm and again if it goes and fertilize any female, then it forms the female, and this female has an option either to form the queen bee or worker bee. Also, it can again undergo the process of meiosis, then end, and this directly goes into parthenogenesis, forming a male, and this will act as a formation of the grandson for this drone. So I hope in today's class you understood how one can determine the gender of the bees based on whether they are having diploid or haploid set of chromosome, and I also solved the doubt related to the how they are having the grandson or grandfather but not the father because of the parthenogenesis process. Thank you.